It's my custom. Explaining and deconstructing that, demonstrating that the Christ had to suffer and rise again. Now notice, there are two aspects of Christ. The first, don't be in a hurry. You explain Christ. That's the theoretical approach. You explain Christ. The second aspect of the office of the Christ is demonstrating. So the office of Christ is complete with two principles: theory and practicals. So you notice Jesus teaches theory and then he shows practical. Do you get what I'm saying? Teaches theory, then shows practical. Teaches theory, then shows practical. And this is the height of this office. This is what I desire to grow to. I'm nothing, I'm a little man. Because we cannot have a strong ministry or a strong church. The church of Jesus Christ cannot experience full strength in a theoretical approach. Is that a word? Can it be used there? You and a motivational speaker, you know Elijah was theoretical. And then when it came to practical, he said, don't worry, let's not do theory. Call your God. That is the strength of the church. We have the capacity to practicalize God. Call him. When you are done, let me call him God of heaven. Can you imagine the incidents and how it looked when fire came? The same people went killing the false prophets. Walichinjwa huko kwa mitaro. Go read. Slaughtered them. Because false prophets were a pandemic. They were considered a dangerous thing, not like our generation. Today, I saw the other day, we were... Let's skip that. My father in the Lord, you have seen the video that has trended. Okay, according to some people, 65%. But my father in the Lord went somewhere. I know him. Others yet to know him. And they are the ones that speak for him. We can say we eat and dine, we touch, we feel. We know hidden things, we know it. Now, the people that have never spent time, they are now prophesying. He came and he said, let your phone not ring. He gave an illustration. He finished. In the phone rang. Then he took his Bible and he walked out. Now that's a story to the church. He's proud. He couldn't have done that. Can you do that in front of a witch? Can you do that? When you are going to give your witches 2 seats and 4 chickens and 2 goats that are yellow and indigo in nature, do you go with your phone? Because you fear the witch will say, Pia! Pia! Weird, wicked things that they do. Because you don't have discipline for the things of God. It's not your custom. How can you look at such a thing and then instead of you cry? Someone is saying, he's not balanced in his heart. What do you know about Rome? What do you know about the apostle? Have you eaten with him to know his heart? I can tell you. Oh, you've not met a humble man like that man. You have not met him. You've not met a humble man like that man. We can tell you what you see on TV. You have not seen anything. First time he came here to Kenya, you know he had won something African. So me, I came home. The first meeting we did in Kenya, I wore a sweater. Now, because I was trying not to, I observe him. Sometimes his PA can tell you. Anytime I'm with him, I ask, what is he wearing? You don't know what is submission. What are you doing? Una submit 2 years and then you fight us. You know nothing. Called him and said, what is he wearing? He said he's wearing a suit. There's no way I'm not wearing a suit when I'm with him. No way. But inakuja hapo na shati imeandikwa and then. And then. I come with a shirt written and then. And you're walking. Look at the discipline anywhere you see us. I know I'm representing his name. So the way I look is very important. Some of my children, they follow me. They are the trouble I'm trying to chase. The bishop ataelewa. How do you go meet kings and you don't know how to look well? Who will take you serious? You already know man sees on the outward, and then you are saying, Ajalish. In Ajalisha. Some closed doors is because of your foolishness. What is he wearing? If he's wearing an African thing, you will not see me in a suit. Check. So I thought that was part of humility. I didn't know. So I didn't ask. The first day he came to Kenya, I was, because I left him with African. Nikawea took a sweater because in my head, I'm humble. And I don't want to show like I'm overdoing it. You get it? Hey? Kuna simba uko. When I entered, he said, where is CW? CW. No, we are not going to preach. I said, what's the problem? I left you in an African thing. I was trying to follow you. He said, no. Go and change. Now, who do you think you are? I have my ministry. Which ministry? Uko na watu watatu na ni wa kuiba. You have 3 people and you have stolen them from another people's ministry by lying. You know there are many people that build ministry by lying about other people so that you can gain the people. An attention was brought to me yesterday and I want to say it. The part that shouldn't, I know I'm wise enough. It has come to attention that there are several people here that are prophets. And so when people are leaving church, you are prophesying to them. Some of them are even going further to tell them, you are now ripe. You should not be seated. Bishop is wasting you. Don't come. Don't come. If you feel you have matured enough, bro, the same door you use to come in, it is written exit. At the same time, it's written entrance. And to those of you that the Bible warns you, tossed to and fro by all forms of doctrine, to and fro. You are so unstable, children, babies in the spirit. Feel free to navigate in those directions. So if you are here and you are a prophet, prophesy, no problem. But I will tell you one thing. The worst thing you can do is to build by bringing others down. Your day will come. We've had many reports. Hata huyu nimemwonea huruma nitasema. Huyu. Just imagine. Ati people are now. Because when you don't have anything to say, you say everything. I told you the other day, a wise man speaks because he has something to say. A fool speaks because he wants to say something. Those are two different people. And I know there are some people here that have been approached. Me, sina shida. If you feel in your heart, just follow the wisdom that has told you. I will never fight any of my children. I'm not on your level. What will it be? Me, call you to do what? Call you to pick my call and call you to tell you what? We call heaven. So those of you that are here trying to come to this place and cheat people, you know the problem when a church is growing. These are the things you meet. It's not new. You see them here. So those of you that are babes being tossed to and fro, checking my character, you don't know me well. You don't know me. You don't know me. Whatever you are going to say, I told the people, make sure you are right. That's the only way God will not be against you. Make sure you are right. He will not take it kindly. Make sure you are right. Before you wake up and say, John CW, make sure you are right. Because there are people that don't. There's a problem in Africa. Africa kills its own people. The minute you start growing, people start looking for Satan. Why can't you look for God? Just imagine a whole pastor. I asked my people, why don't you, what did I do to you that you... Someone coming and saying that Wall Up now is an institution that my wife uses to take wombs of women. Just imagine. Just imagine. The school that we are building, a whole pastor at the school we are building, that is an altar of sacrifice. Don't take, just imagine. We are far, my generation. We are very far. Me, don't think because you are close, I trust you. I trust no man. The same people that celebrate you today will crucify you tomorrow. That's where we have gotten to. Because it's not our custom to know God for ourselves. So when you begin to see a man with results, you begin to say, Nani? Because you came where there are no results. You are not used. Yesterday I wrote something and I says, don't blame people that don't know how to handle a great man. Great men are not common. So don't blame them. Don't overblame them. It's not common to meet a great man. So you don't know what to do with one when you meet him. Or when you meet her. If you are in this ministry and you feel your time has come, I keep saying it, come. And then tell me the people you want to take. We think it's, ask them in 2014. Someone came with the same. 2014. Unadhani umeanza leo? A guy came, we started doing ministry. He brought his people. We started doing ministry where there was a time I would take all my money as if it was money. And I'll give them. We started ministry with nothing. No man in this place can stop us. The only way is God must be on your side. That's the only way we bow. We won't bow because of pressure. Someone reached and told someone, I am a whole pastor. I'm praying for the day your pastor will be dead. What did I do? What did I do that makes you hate us? Our only mistake was to grow. That now we can no longer come to your houses and eat. We must carry our food. Because of the fear of being poisoned. What was our mistake? To preach the gospel? Apostle Arome did not come this year. It's the sign God showed me that God left him. What are you saying? What are you saying? It's not in your custom. You don't know how to be disciplined in the things of God. Have you ever seen me using a poster apart from Kingdom Come with my father's face? Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen me build with him? Are you looking for RCN Kenya? So kuja hapa haraka. Big chap. Are you looking for RCN Kenya? Sema tu kitu itakuja.
Here it is.
The place where the great apostle
and dismantling the kingdom of darkness
is rested. We are the sons of Arome Osa. Have you ever seen me do that? Have you ever seen me use him to do anything, to build anything? I never took the easier way out. I didn't want advantages. I wanted to grow like everyone else. My growth is organic. It's not in our custom. That's why some people here, they can't just sit and stay. Don't be too wise in your eyes. So 2014 tukakuja. The guy just woke up and took 70% of the church away by lies. We never spoke. Hao walikuwa na nunanga. Bishop tu lazima to respond. Watajuaje Mungu wetu? How will they know their God? They said the best way to show God is to forgive. It's a painful pill. It's a painful pill. The best way to know God is not to ask, did you do it? Did you do it? Okay, so what if they did it? So what? So what? So, just in case you are here and you have been affected by the prophetic hub, headquarters of ozone layers, enterprise of the systemic agenda of the prophetic mantle of the life of the international preacher, please feel free after the service. Hata msikujange ati mimi nashanganga ati we want to release us. You are releasing you from what? Have I ever held you? Don't think of yourself too highly and look for what's important. There is nothing. My hands are simple. If tu ulikuja, just feel free. But we can't be here trying to build, mimi naleta naenda huko, I bring a stone, a rock, nakuja naweka, nikirudi watoto wangu ndo wanaitoa. Let me tell you, in this world you will sow it, your day will come. I will never build by dishonor. I don't build by lying. I don't build by dishonor. If you don't know me, you speak many things. You are not close to me. Few men can tell you about who I am. We have died for this thing. We left it all just that we can serve Jesus. Nenda naleta mawe. I think I told you this parable. Nakuja naweka. Naacha watu wangu naambia niangalilie mawe nakuja. People, human beings. This one is just born again the other day. Help them. When I go to bring another one, prophet, you know what it takes to build men? You think being a preacher is being a builder? There's a difference between being a preacher, you can preach, you can teach, and a builder. So a lot of people, they start on the foundation of preaching. You can preach. To build men. Everyone has his day. One thing about God is that he balances everything. So feel free after the service. Na nyinyi mwenye mnakuja mnatuambia msituambie. Mnatuambia tufanye nini? Suende. Just go and say it's fine. Me, my heart is where you go. Find God. See, that's all I tell you. Never will I curse any man. As long as you are alive, the door is open. Even fools become wise. Put my scripture as we finish. Is it your custom to love people? Is it your custom to want peace? Is that your custom? So because it's not our discipline, is not our custom, such a man rebuking a phone call, just imagine what Kristo. Pana, you shouldn't be doing that. If you are going to meet the president, would that phone ring? Would it ring? You lack discipline. Because the men of God, most of them, some did a good job. Most of them that came before us, they told you, you know, the only place you can do anything is a club, including shooting people. You can drink, you can smoke. In a club, if you see a girl naked dancing, you can't say anything. You are not listening. So we have made the church like a club. No discipline. Women are wearing naked things. Men are beating their wives naked. Like anyone can do anything and just go scot-free. You don't know God well. You don't know how to do business with a spirit. God has standards. Look at your neighbor. Tell your neighbor, neighbor, God has standards.